hoan chào đón quý vị đến với chương trình Địa ốc 360 độ với Hanh Lê. Và thưa quý vị, chương trình này nhằm mục đích đem lại cho quý vị những thông tin khác nhau về địa ốc tại nước Mỹ của chúng ta. Và hôm nay Hanh Lê có sự góp mặt của ông Buratt từ Flagstar Bank. Hôm nay thì xin quý vị cho Hanh Lê có một vài những cái lời để mà nói vừa tiếng Anh vừa tiếng Việt để mà ông có thể dễ dàng trả lời những câu hỏi của Hanh Lê trong cái buổi conversation ngày hôm nay. So hello everyone and welcome to Real Estate 360 with Hanh Lê today. And in front of me we have a special guest today, that is Mark Buratt. Welcome to the show again, Mark.
Thanks so much. It's great to be here again.
Yeah, thank you so much. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you have watched the show before, you will recognize Mark had been in our show one time. But with a lot of people are requesting Mark to come back to the show. So today we have a special that Mark will be here with us again one more time. So with the people who have not know about Mark, please introduce yourself to our audience.
So again, my name is Mark Buratt. I'm with Flagstar Bank. Who's Flagstar Bank? We are a regional bank, savings bank, located in Michigan, and we also have branches here out in the desert. Did you know that, Holly?
No.
Yeah, we have 4 branches out in the desert, and I guess more to come.
Oh, okay.
So we're as a bank, one of the things that we do is mortgages.
Yes.
We buy mortgages from lenders such as yourself,
Right.
and from brokers,
Right.
other banks and credit unions.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome back again one more time. I have dealt the business with Flagstar Bank as a correspondent lender for many years.
Many years.
Yeah, wow, so fast. So anyhow, I'm glad to have you here today again, and a lot of people that don't know about Flagstar Bank, like Mark just shared with us. With many years in business, Flagstar Bank is one of the largest wholesale lender bank that served the community for a long time. So what do you see Flagstar Bank compared to other lenders?
That's a very interesting question. So we are the largest bank that is doing wholesale. So we're number one. We're number one with that. We are the number 5 correspondent lender, actually investor in the United States. What does that mean? That means lenders sell their loans to us, and we're number 5 in the U.S. That tells you a few things about us. As a bank, we're continuing to grow. That kind of makes us stronger than many other lenders out there. Just recently, it was announced that we purchased 52 bank branches from Wells Fargo, located in the Midwest. That's going to add a little over $2 billion to our assets, so bringing us up to $21 billion. What does that mean, for the borrowers? It means that we're going to be here for a long time.
Yeah. $21 billion.
Yes.
In asset. One of the largest bank that I have a chance to opportunity to work with, and all my clients are so happy with the service that Flagstar Bank have provided, and that's why today OC Capital Homes and Flagstar Bank still good partners, so that we can introduce all the loan programs to all our customers, especially in the Vietnamese community today. With that, we are proud to be part of and work with Flagstar Bank, so that my client can get all the benefit from Flagstar Bank as their service. Nowadays, there are so many banks, and that's one of the reasons why that I recommend to all my clients with Flagstar Bank. So then, they know that they have a transaction that it's not it's not going to cost them a lot of money because of some of the lender, because when they do, it's take longer, and it can cost a lot of money. And also when they purchase a home, they can, lost the deposit if if they didn't have a transaction go through smoothly. So that part of my job, that to make sure that all my clients are happy and their transaction go smoothly, along with Flagstar Bank support. So Mark, could you share with our audience some of the highlight programs from Flagstar Banks?
Oh, okay, so we are a prime lender. What does that mean? We do loans for borrowers with good credit. We do conventionals, that is loans that are sold to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. We also do FHA loans, and we'll also do loans for veterans. Those are VA loans. We also are leaders in the jumbo loan market. So we'll be able to go up to $2.5 million, which is, I wish upon all of you, enough money that you can buy a house and get a loan for $2.5 million. And these loans are different, even though they're for good credit borrowers, they're different than conventional. I'll give you a couple of examples. If you want to refinance your first, and then you have a second lien like a HELOC or a home equity line of credit or a fixed second mortgage on conventional, unless you got that second lien when you purchased the house, then if you do a refi, it'll be considered a cash out refinance. Cash out refinances are more expensive because there's more risk. Under the jumbo program, they're considered rate and term refis. So that's one big advantage. Another advantage is if somebody buys a home for cash.
Right.
And we allow them to get cash out right away. On conventional loans, that's considered cash out. On the jumbo loans, that's considered a rate and term refinance. So those are just a couple of the differences.
Yeah. So we have a lot of conventional loans, FHA loan, VA loan also. FHA loan, I know that one of the biggest sector with Flagstar Bank that been successful in a long time. But beside that, conventional loans also right now, jumbo loans have a great price, great pricing, and also those people are looking for like $1 million home, like Mike just shared, which we wish everybody have, a lot of money to purchase nice homes nowadays. But today, Mark, we have viewers not just in Southern California, but we also have viewers in 50 states and Canada are watching. Also, Northern California and San Jose and San Francisco are watching this show today. So I have a chance to work with some of the clients that wanted to move down to Southern California and want to buy a property down here and want to sell their property in Northern California. So that is something that additional to my business right now. So I'm sure that a lot of people from Northern California would not know about you yet, because that is a new sector, and maybe in the future we will have an office over there in Northern California and San Francisco and San Jose. That is the two main city over there. But with that, we're hoping Flagstar going to be one of our lenders still. Carrie and a lot of people are thinking that they don't know if they can do the loan up in San Francisco for the refinance. So of course we are licensed in California, so anywhere in California we still can do, and especially with Flagstar Bank, with a lot of programs that Flagstar Bank provide. We are part of a correspondent lender, which will happily to help all my clients from up north. So with that, Mark, so My next question to you is also a lot of questions from a lot of people. With you see the markets right now, the interest rates start going up a lot. The interest rates start going up at least this year is a few times already. So what is your advice to all our borrower? Either they are purchasing a home or they are doing refinance.
So I want to start off by saying that all these opinions are my own.
Yeah.
They are not the opinions of Flagstar Bank. So first you wanted to talk about interest rates, right?
Right.
Which way they're going.
Yes.
So last time I was here,
Yes.
what I said is we don't know which way interest rates are going. But what we did know for sure, now, we didn't know which way they were going in the short run, but the trend for interest rates is up.
Right.
I mean, the Federal Reserve, since the last time we here, raised short-term rates at least once or twice.
Twice.
So it could be a
yes.
quarter or a half.
Right.
And until interest rates start coming down again,
Well, we don't know when.
we
We're
don't
hoping.
know. Well,
We're
no,
hoping.
You know when you know? After they drop.
after they drop. That's
After
right.
they drop, okay, interest rates are going
yeah,
down.
nobody can say when it's gonna actually go up or down.
Exactly. So the question then becomes for the borrower is, what should I do today? And my advice from the last time I was here to now hasn't changed. If you're going to buy a home today and you're going to buy the home to live in, then I would buy today. If interest rates in the future drop, well, you can come back to Holly and you could refinance. But if you buy it today and rates go up, then you're going to be really happy with today's rate. So I, for one, wouldn't hesitate. The question is affordability.
Right.
So you want to buy the house that you can afford, and Holly will work with you on that. She'll help you with your rates. She'll make sure that you qualify for the loan, and then you buy the house and live happily ever after. But I wouldn't play the guessing game. What is the guessing game? Okay, I'll do the loan next week because rates I think are going to be lower. Well, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
So my opinion still stands.
Thank you, Mark. And I agree with you in the part that if you can afford it, why not, right?
Exactly.
So, okay, so let's take a little break and then we're going to come back for the second part of the interview today with Mark Buratt. And thưa quý vị, chúng tôi sẽ trở lại cùng với quý vị sau một vài thông tin thương mại của đài cùng với ông Mark Buratt là Account Executive của Flagstar Bank.
Vẻ đẹp rạng ngời, sự tự tin tuyệt đối, quyền lực và sự sang trọng quý phái là chìa khóa của sự thành công vượt bực. Lê Hạnh Queen Cosmetic, dược mỹ phẩm, quà tặng từ thiên nhiên, căng mịn làn da, giữ mãi nét thanh xuân. Lê Hạnh Queen, sắc ngọc Việt.
Bạn đã từng trải nghiệm sự êm ái và mềm mại đến tuyệt đỉnh chưa? Malenzi Modern and Contemporary Furniture, headquarter tại Fountain Valley, tự hào là đại lý độc quyền của Natuzzi Edition tại Orange County với 100% da thật. Chúng tôi nhận ship hàng đi khắp 50 tiểu bang. Xin gọi 949 682 6868 949 682 6868 để biết thêm chi tiết.
Văn phòng Hanh Lê đã giúp tôi refinance nhà với tiền lời như đã hứa và tôi rất tin tưởng.
Hanh Lee's office provided us a variety of home mortgage loan options with fast and excellent service with the best results.
Quý vị muốn mua bán cho thuê hay for sale by owner căn nhà của mình trên hệ thống truyền hình đáng tin cậy và hữu hiệu của chúng tôi trên làn sóng LHQ TV 16.2 San Jose và LHQTV.com 24/24 mỗi ngày từ 9 giờ sáng đến 10 giờ sáng. Xin quý vị liên lạc với chúng tôi để được list căn nhà của quý vị ngay hôm nay với kết quả thật nhanh chóng. Xin gọi 714 290 5902 để biết thêm chi tiết.
Hanh Lê xin cảm ơn quý vị vẫn giữ làn sóng để theo dõi trên channel của LHQ TV ngày hôm nay. Và thưa quý vị, chúng tôi đang có sự góp mặt của ông Buratt là account rep của Flagstar Bank đang có mặt trong ngày hôm nay để chia sẻ với chúng ta một vài những ý nghĩa của ông trong cái tình trạng của cái market địa ốc hiện nay. Và thưa quý vị, ông Mark đã có trên 35 năm kinh nghiệm trong nghề finance cũng như là về financial vấn đề về tài trợ cũng như là tái tài trợ địa ốc. Ông đã làm với một cái thời gian rất là lâu, cho nên với những kinh nghiệm của ông thì Hanh Lê nghĩ rằng ông có thể chia sẻ một phần nào những cái kinh nghiệm cũng như là những cái kiến thức của ông với cộng đồng của chúng ta. Và đây là những cái ý kiến riêng tư và quý vị cũng có thể tham khảo thêm, hoặc quý vị cũng có thể gọi cho chúng tôi để biết thêm những chi tiết. Nhưng trong cái ngày hôm nay thì Hanh Lê lại được trở lại với ông. Trước khi mà chúng tôi vào break thì ông có nói rằng là những quý vị nào mà mình có thể có đủ khả năng để mình đi mua một cái đi mua một cái căn nhà và có khả năng afford thì có lẽ rằng mình không có nên chờ đợi, bởi vì mình chờ đợi để mình mua một căn nhà thì mình cũng không biết là tiền lời nó sẽ đi lên hay đi xuống nữa. Cho nên đó là một trong những cái điều mà ông nghĩ rằng nếu mình có thể afford được thì mình cứ việc mình mua những cái căn nhà của mình. Và trong cái chương trình hôm nay, bây giờ thì Hanh Lê xin mời quý vị lại trở lại cùng với ông Mark Buratt một lần nữa. Okay, welcome back to the show again, Mark. Thank you for being here again. And earlier you had mentioned about cash out. So can you explain a little bit more about cash out program for our audience?
Sure. So there are three kinds of programs for mortgages, right?
Right.
There's a purchase. You're going to buy a house, whether it's primary or an investment property.
Right.
Then there's a rate and term refinance. A rate and term refinance is where you're just refinancing all mortgage liens that are on your house. And then there's cash out. Cash out happens when your home has sufficient equity and you could take the money out for several reasons. So as I mentioned earlier, if you want to refinance both your either home equity line of credit or a fixed second mortgage along with the first mortgage. That's called unconventional. If it's not purchase money, that's cash out. Other cash out would be debt consolidation. You have credit cards, you have auto loans, you have other loans out there that you want to pay off. That's going to be cash out. And then there's finally cash in hand. So you need $100,000, let's say, to invest to fix up your house, or just because you want it in a bank, we can do that as well. So that's what cash out is for. And that is actually the majority of today's refinances. Back in 2016, the originations, the amount of loans that had closed was about 2.1 trillion. The projections or forecasts for 2018 is about 1.6 trillion, so the market has shrunk. Whereas back in 2016, there were a lot of refinances,
Right.
just like in 2012.
Right.
And right now, they are a tiny part of the market, but they're an important part of the market.
Right.
Because this is something that services your borrower.
Right.
They have a need, you're here to fulfill it.
Right. Before, couple years before or a year before, when the rate is still really low, so people refinance to lower their mortgage payment,
Yep.
which makes sense. But nowadays, because interest went up a little bit, and so people still need to cash out for their business purposes, for their fixing their homes, or for the kid to go to school, to buy a car for the kid could be very expensive. So all that is still a need for people to do a refi cash out. And you know, with Flagstar Bank is always there, so to help people with their financial needs. A lot of people, Mark, was asking me, so this is going to be your personal opinion, okay? They said that in a couple of years, or maybe next year, the house price going to be dropping, and that will affect the real estate market a lot. So what is your opinion on that? What do you see on that?
Well, the problem with forecasts is that they're usually wrong. When I was at a meeting, the chief economist for Fannie Mae came, and one of the questions, you know, that we asked was, so why are your forecasts for how many loans are going to close in any year always so wrong?
Chief economist.
Yeah, he's the chief economist.
Right.
And he had a laugh and said, well, it's because I need to get better staff. You know, there's no crystal ball, but the problem is that this is too broad
Right.
a question, because homes here in California are not like the homes in the Midwest or in Texas, in the Northeast, you know, or in the Deep South. So each area has their own levels of supply and demand.
Right.
And here, home prices are high because of supply and demand. I mean, you
Right.
could answer this, you know, how much inventory do we have in Orange County?
Right. I just read a article from California of Association of Realtor. May home sales are decreased segment now comparing to a couple months ago. So the number of the houses sales are decreased. So that dealing with the percent of the supply of the number of the houses listed on the market. So not many houses listed on the market, at least in Southern California, whereas Orange County, the house price are continue to going up, and we still short in supply, and people are still want to buy. So like you said, it's very hard to predict, very hard to know where the house price going to go down or going to be up. But at least right now in Southern California and Orange County, the people still want to invest into Orange County, and especially it's foreigner. A lot of foreigner purchasing home here with cash. So it's make the market tougher for the first-time home buyer, especially for the young generation that is just graduated from high school, from college. So that is something that is bring a concern because of the affordability of the people are, you know, not there. And also from California Association of Realtors, there's an article that, you know, Mark, in Southern California, the income still at the medium, it's 50, 60,000. But in Northern California, West San Francisco and San Jose, that area, they consider low income for a single person is $82,200. And for a couple is $100,000. It's still considered low income. So what that means is they can't still afford a house. So it's a lot of the young generation nowadays have a hard time to save up money and to purchase a property. But what we see, that doesn't mean that nobody buying. It's still a demand to buy property here in Orange County. And a lot of them are still buying. So I have an opportunity to help people are buying like $1 million homes. So it just happened. It doesn't mean that the market gonna go down and the price gonna go down anytime soon. I haven't seen that happen yet.
Well,
so
let's talk about that. Why do you buy a home? It's to live in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you bought a home in 2006, right at the top of the market, right? That's when prices peaked. And then with the financial crisis, housing prices here fell drastically. And now, for those people that are still living in their homes, for the most part, their homes are worth more than they were in 2006.
Right, of course.
So, you want to take into account why you're buying a home.
Mm.
If I knew that home prices were going to go down today, I'd sell my house.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to need a place to stay in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Instead of paying rents, and the rents price is so high, average is about $1,800, and for an average condo, with a 3-bedroom house now is like $2,500. So if you really think about it, when you do a loan for somebody and you have like 10% down or even 5% down at a $500,000 home, your mortgage payment is almost about the same.
So there's one thing that you touched on before, and that's the first-time home buyer. Both of the agencies, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, have special programs for first-time home buyers. It's based upon income, like you said.
Right.
And these first-time homebuyer programs allow as little as 3% for a regular conventional loan, or 5% down for what's called a high balance loan.
Right.
But it has reduced mortgage insurance.
Right.
And it's got better rates.
Yes.
So there's plenty of programs out there for the first-time homebuyer and conventional. FHA is really good for the first-time home buyer. They are, FHA is for sometimes people whose credit just isn't as good.
Right.
You're familiar with FICO scores. The credit reporting agencies has what's called a FICO score. And with a 620 FICO, which is really considered pretty low, but enough that you can still buy a house. So for the first-time home buyer, they shouldn't feel left out. There are still condominiums out there, that can be purchased. And then ultimately you step up.
Right.
As your income increases.
Right.
Ultimately, when your condominium, the value increases, you could sell that, and then you could put the proceeds into down payment on a different house.
Right.
Or you can rent that condo,
Right.
get the income from there, and still buy another house.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of tactics that you can follow in this market, still own a home, and really just be a happy borrower and a happy homeowner.
That's right. So even though the house price is quite high right now, but if you're gonna buy to live in and you live in your property for like 10, 20 years, then eventually history proves that it's still going up.
Yep.
So for the first-time home buyer, don't be afraid to buy the property. unless you cannot afford it, then I would not recommend you to buy it. But you know, if you can afford it, then why not? And how do you know if you can afford or not afford? You can just call one of our officer, so we can help you with that. And Mark, one more time. I think we're running out of time.
Already?
But I know we don't want to cut it short.
Okay.
But is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience before we end the program today?
So again, don't be afraid to buy a home. If you're looking to do a cash out refinance, don't wait for lower interest rates. With cash out, the rate's not as important as your payment. If you're going to pay off credit cards, you're going to see in most cases that between the new mortgage payment and after you paid off all your credit cards, your overall payment will be lower. So that's why rate is not nearly as important there. And then I would like to wish everybody a safe and great 4th of July. And thanks for having me, Holly.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here today again. And I know that a lot of viewers would like to see Mark again in another time, which is, you know, we never know when the market going to turn again. But for sure, when the interest rate went up, one day it's going to go down again. So we don't know that. Same for the home price. Thank you for watching us today. And we'll see you next time. Và Hạnh Lê xin cảm ơn quý vị đã theo dõi chương trình ngày hôm nay. Hy vọng rằng chương trình đã đem lại cho quý vị một vài những cái tin tức bổ ích về địa ốc, cũng như là những khía cạnh khác nhau về địa ốc. Trong những cái chương trình sắp tới thì Hạnh Lê sẽ mời những vị khách mời khác đặc biệt của chúng tôi để cùng chia sẻ về những cái chương trình loan, cũng như là những cái chương trình về home inspection, cũng như là những cái chương trình về termite và rất là nhiều điều khác nhau mà người first time home buyer cần phải biết, cũng như những quý vị đang đi làm những cái refinance hoặc những cái pre-approval cho gia đình mình, thì xin quý vị cứ gọi cho chúng tôi ở 714-290-1755, 714-290-1755. Chúng tôi sẽ giúp cho quý vị để mà cùng xem những cái hồ sơ của quý vị để có thể giúp cho quý vị có được cái benefit tốt nhất cho gia đình của mình. Một lần nữa Hạnh Lê xin cảm ơn và xin kính chào tạm biệt. Hẹn quý vị vào chương trình Real Estate 360 với Hạnh Lê.